Caitlin, I just want to personally congratulate you on being named captain for the 20.
The better part of 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the mainstream media has been trying to convince us that Angel Reese is a huge star.
The WNBA's annual Midsummer Showcase has turned into yet another hotbed of drama. This time, Angel Reese is on the sidelines, watching as Caitlin Clark steps up to lead the 2025 All-Star Game. What should have been the next big chapter in their heated rivalry has instead revealed a tough truth. It's no longer just about hype, it's about who delivers. This moment draws a clear line between perception and performance, between chasing clout and earning respect, and between being popular and being truly elite.
Angel Reese, I'm sorry, ma'am. What makes you think that you deserve to be in the top 10 in the whole WNBA in voting? Don't you know you got to compete with Plum, Collier, Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, who else? Caitlin Clark, who is ranked 4th in the WNBA. She's ranked 4th. You are ranked 25th.
Angel Reese and her now famous Me Bounds are making headlines again, but this time, it's not the kind of attention she wanted. After grabbing an all-star spot in her rookie season, Reese came into 2025 thinking she was on the same level as Caitlin Clark, but the fans just shut that narrative down completely. While Clark dominated the all-star voting with a staggering 1,293,526 fan votes, earning her a captain spot, Reese didn't even crack the top 10. She finished 13th overall with just 173,363 votes. The message is clear. Being loud doesn't equal being loved.
So lads, Caitlin Clark led the WNBA in All-Star voting. Obviously led the WNBA in All-Star voting. Like, I don't think anyone is shocked by that. If somebody is surprised by Caitlin Clark leading the WNBA in All-Star voting, you've been living under a rock. It's obvious. She was always going to lead.
The difference between them couldn't be more clear. Even after missing a few games due to injury, Caitlin Clark is still putting up big numbers, averaging 18.2 points, 8.9 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. She's breaking records and packing arenas everywhere she plays. On the other hand, Angel Reese has taken a step back in almost every stat compared to her rookie year. Her scoring dropped from 13.6 to 11.7 points per game. Rebounds dipped slightly from 13.1 to 12.3, but the biggest concern, her turnovers have nearly doubled, like jumping from 2.2 to 3.9 per game, and her shooting percentage has crashed to a rough 39.1%.
It's been an up and down season for her, relatively speaking, because she's been in and out of the lineup. Collier did miss a few games with a back issue as well, and of course Clark had the shooting slump before she went out with the latest injury. Don't know how much that was related or is related, but Clark's impact on the floor is apparent when you see her there and when you see her off, and her numbers are still awesome. Not to mention, she's by far the most popular player in the league, and this is decided by fan voting.
And now the Me Bounds controversy has finally run its course. Fans just aren't buying what Angel Reese is selling anymore. Those rebound stats, the ones she racks up by grabbing her own missed shots, have gone from impressive to downright embarrassing. Even Reese herself admitted it, saying, "Whoever came up with the Me Bounds thing, y'all ate that up." She even went as far as trademarking the term to use on merch. At the end of the day, turning your biggest flaw into a brand might be the clearest sign yet that the criticism hit the mark.
Whoever came up with the Me Bounds thing, y'all ate that up, because rebounds, me bounds, key bounds, anything that comes off that board, it's mine. it's mine. And a brand, that's 6 figures right there. Whoever came up with that, the trolling, I love when y'all do it, because like the ideas be good. Like when y'all have to alter my face and shit, because I'm cute. All right, whatever. Like that doesn't get me. But like when y'all came up with Me Bounds, because statistically, all the rebounds that I get aren't always just mine. They're like the defenses too, or somebody else's on my team. But when y'all came up with Me Bounds, y'all ate one little thing. Janine, we're working. We're gonna work with you.
But this isn't just a numbers game. It's about real impact. Caitlin Clark has completely changed the game. She's filling arenas, breaking TV records, and taking women's basketball to a whole new level, almost single-handedly. Meanwhile, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky are struggling. With a disappointing 5-11 record, they're stuck at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. The team that was supposed to thrive with her star power is now scrambling just to figure out how to make her presence actually count.
So Angel Reese came out and had a 12 rebound, 4-point, 2 assists game in the absence of Caitlin Clark tonight. Angel, they're not coming for you. They're coming to watch the prodigal son or daughter, Caitlin Clark.
If you're enjoying the video, make sure to subscribe. Now enter Tyler Marsh, the new head coach of the Chicago Sky, and the man stuck with an impossible job, turning Angel Reese into something she simply isn't. The coaching staff has tried it all. They've shuffled her into new roles, tried molding her into a point forward, and even worked on improving her three-point shot. But let's be real, that's like trying to teach a fish how to climb a tree. You can dress it up as versatility, but the numbers don't lie. When your supposed star is shooting just 39.1% from the field and struggling to finish at the rim, despite being 6'3", switching positions won't fix the deeper issues.
Because to be 6'3", she should be more dominant than what she is. Clearly she don't be in the gym enough, because she should be stronger than what she is. They be handling Angel Reese, and she want to be crying and talking about they ain't passing her the ball. I wonder why they not passing you the ball, because you're not good enough. And then the Chicago Sky, know what I'm saying, viewership, it only reaches like 1-point-something million. But check this out. The highest was when they played against the Indiana.
One of the most revealing moments of Angel Reese's season came when she was benched during crunch time in one of the Chicago Sky's rare wins. While her teammate Camila Cardoso went off for a career-high 23 points, Reese sat on the bench and watched her team pull off the victory without her. The message couldn't have been clearer. The Sky play better basketball when their so-called superstar is off the court. Even the team's general manager didn't hold back, saying flat out, the team needs more from Reese. And when your own front office starts publicly questioning your performance, you know the pressure is real. What's worse? Reese was named the Sky's Player of the Week for putting up 17 points and 11 rebounds in a loss. For a player with her hype and expectations, those numbers used to be seen as underwhelming. Now, they're being celebrated. That alone says everything about how far the bar has dropped.
You know, in the past when I said things like Angel Reese is not a good basketball player, I think I spoke too soon. At this point, I've come to realize that Angel Reese, the self-appointed most important player in the WNBA, is not a bad player. She may be the worst player, at least whose name we actually know, right?
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark just keeps making history. She's now the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 350 assists, and the quickest point guard to grab 250 rebounds. She even opened the 2025 season with a triple-double against none other than Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. While Reese is still struggling with basic efficiency, Clark is breaking records left and right, not just in stats, but by leading her team to real success. Her all-star captaincy isn't just a popularity win, it's a clear sign of what matters most in pro basketball. Fans, players, and media all had a say in the voting, and every group sent the same message. Angel Reese isn't elite. Sure, the coaches might still give her a reserve spot, but let's be honest, that would feel more like a pity invite than something she truly earned. This whole situation highlights a deeper issue with how Reese has handled her pro career. Instead of focusing on improving her game, she's poured her energy into social media battles, building a brand, and pushing narratives that have nothing to do with winning. She trademarked me bounds instead of fixing her jump shot. She spent months making noise online when she could have been in the gym working on her post moves.
Rebounds, crebounds, me bounds, brick ups, pray ups, whatever the case may be. And it's crazy because to be 6'3", she should be more dominant than what she is. Clearly she don't be in the gym enough, because she should be stronger than what she is. They be handling Angel Reese, and she want to be crying and talking about they ain't passing her the ball. I wonder why they not passing you the ball, because you're not good enough. And then the Chicago Sky, know what I'm saying, viewership, it only reaches like 1 point something.
The WNBA tried hard to sell a rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, pushing the idea that they were both carrying the future of women's basketball. But forced narratives never last when the numbers and the reality say otherwise. Clark has dominated in every area that matters. From stats to wins to cultural impact, she's pulled way ahead, making this rivalry look completely one-sided. And here's the tough truth. Angel Reese peaked during her championship run at LSU. That magical season had everything. Perfect chemistry, a system built for her strengths, and the energy of a title chase. But what worked in college isn't working in the pros. And now, Reese is a clear example that college success doesn't always follow you into the WNBA. She's become the face of that hard lesson, one that fans, coaches, and even the league itself can't ignore any longer.
Cause everybody's trying to make this about a, come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese. Stop it.
Angel Reese's struggles this season go far beyond just her stats. The Chicago Sky brought in championship-level head coach Tyler Marsh, added solid talent around her, and gave her every chance to shine. But instead of taking a step forward, the team has gone backward. And it's becoming more and more obvious that Reese's game just hasn't translated to the pro level. When your presence on the court actually makes your team worse, no number of social media followers or brand deals can cover that up. The coaching staff has tried everything short of rewriting the rule book. They've worked to turn her into a playmaker, but her assist to turnover ratio tells a clear story. She's struggling to keep up with the speed and complexity of the WNBA. They've tried to stretch her shooting range, but she's hitting just 30.8% from 3 on limited attempts. Not exactly a threat from deep, and when they tested her out as a point forward, that experiment led to more mistakes than highlights.
I ain't gonna lie, this bitch so trash. Y'all gotta understand, she gets so many rebounds because she missed the layup 50 times before even getting fouled for real. You got sports bettors making thousands and thousands of dollars on her missing her first shot. Like, how you that tall and close to the rim, you can't even make one layup game? They pay your ass way too much money for this shit. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark got this bitch playing like Steph Curry. She missed so much, they gave her her own slogan. They call her ass knee-bound. I'ma miss the layup, I'ma get it rebound, and I'ma miss the layup.
What makes this even tougher for Sky fans is watching Camila Cardoso turn into the player many thought Angel Reese would become. Cardoso plays with efficiency, high basketball IQ, and quietly helps her team win in ways that don't always show up on the stat sheet. In other words, she's everything Reese hasn't been. When your rookie teammate is consistently outplaying you, it's no longer about the system, the problem is you. So no, Reese being left off the All-Star list shouldn't shock anyone who's actually watched her play. Forget the social media clips. Her poor shooting, high turnover rate, and lack of positive impact on team success make her impossible to justify in any honest All-Star conversation. And the coaches voting on reserves, they know what it takes to win games. And right now, Angel Reese's skill set just isn't cutting it. This moment is a reality check, not just for Reese, but for the WNBA. The league has invested heavily in pushing the Clark versus Reese rivalry, but a rivalry needs two real competitors. What we actually have is one superstar lifting everyone around her, and another player whose flaws get more obvious with every game.
We need to get better, obviously. We've had up and down games, but we're all-stars. And we're going to continue to prove it. Obviously, this is the last week for All-Star voting. Camila, she should be All-Stars her first year. She could have got it last year with injury, but she should be an All-Star this year. I think we've had up and down games, obviously, but being consistent and coming out every night. I mean, obviously, you don't put up 27 on nothing, like, against anybody. She's been consistent. Obviously, she's going away, but that doesn't take away what she's done. So, her, me, Ariel, I know we belong to All-Star.
What's most concerning about Angel Reese's situation isn't just her poor performance, it's her refusal to acknowledge or fix it. Instead of using the criticism as fuel to improve, she's doubled down on building her brand and boosting her social media presence. But here's the truth, you can't Instagram your way to greatness, and you can't trademark your way out of shooting just 39% from the field. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, lets her game do the talking. When opponents played her physically, she responded by getting stronger and making smarter decisions. When people people questioned her shooting, she went back to work, improving her mechanics and shot selection. That's what true stars do. They face criticism head on and grow from it. Reese's response? Launching merch and getting into online battles. Sure, that may grab headlines for a day or two, but it won't win games. And it definitely won't earn all-star votes. The WNBA isn't about likes or retweets. It's about results. And right now, the results speak volumes. While Clark keeps setting records and making her team better, Reese is struggling to even match what she did in her rookie season. The gap between them hasn't gotten smaller. It's grown into a massive divide, so much so that any comparison between the two now feels like a joke.
You're crying on the podium about how people hate you, and then you want to get in videos like this and say, I love the trolling. Pick a side. What side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the villain side that you don't care about trolling, or do you want to be on the victim side crying about how people hate you and how your crown is heavy? What is it? You're so fake, bro. This is why we don't like you.
The Chicago Sky's struggles aren't all on Angel Reese, but her failure to lift those around her is hard to ignore, especially when you compare it to Caitlin Clark's effect on the Indiana Fever. Great players elevate their teammates, average ones blame the system, and the ones who trademark their flaws, they end up watching the All-Star game from the couch. This All-Star snub is more than just a missed opportunity, it's a turning point for Reese. She can take this as a wake-up call and truly commit to growing as a pro, or she can keep chasing clout and managing her brand while her on-court performance stays stuck. It's her decision, but the fallout has already started. That rivalry the WNBA tried so hard to create, it's over. And honestly, it was never close. Caitlin Clark has proven she's not just the face of the league. She's already on her way to becoming one of the most impactful players in WNBA history. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is quickly becoming a warning sign, a reminder that what works in college doesn't always work in the pros.
Caitlin Clark, because Angel Reese does too much.
Caitlin Clark, because I feel like she's an all-around player. Caitlin Clark.
I picked Caitlin Clark because she's better than Angel Reese and she doesn't really finish her layups. I think Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese because Angel Reese is just not my.
While Caitlin Clark gets ready to lead the All-Star game in front of her home crowd in Indianapolis, Angel Reese will be at home, probably focused on her next social media post or merch drop. And honestly, that's the perfect image of where their careers have gone. One is locked in on basketball greatness, the other focused on everything but the game. The WNBA All-Star Game will move forward, and it'll be better without Angel Reese. These games are meant to highlight the league's best talent, not reward social media buzz or forced rivalries. This time, the voters got it right, even if it took longer than it should have. Reese's slide from rising star to afterthought is a clear reminder. In pro sports, performance is what matters most. You can build a brand, you can stir up drama, you can flood the internet with headlines, but you can't fake greatness. The court doesn't lie, and neither do the votes that left Angel Reese at home while Caitlin Clark takes center stage with the league's brightest stars in Indianapolis.